Hey everybody, Dark Fox 36 here, and welcome to Summon Night. So, what we're gonna do is, since I kind of screwed up on Final Fantasy V and Chrono Trigger, since I had to redo my computer and I lost all the save data, we're gonna experiment to find my next LP. And this is gonna be the first of those experiments. Basically, the way this is going to work is we're going to have a competition to decide my next LP. Competition of whichever game I like the most. We're going to start with Summon Night. Basically, I'm going to have two videos uploading today and then one video pretty much every day for the next 6 days. And at the end of that, I'm going to pick two that I liked the least of the games that I played and get rid of them. Basically, I'm not going to LP them anymore. I'm going to drop them. Um, and, the whole idea being is that as each week progresses, I will do another episode, picking up where I left off on the other one. But, so, for example, if Summon Night makes it through the cut to next week, then next week I'm going to do the next episode of Summon Night and all the other ones, essentially, until I get down to one. And that one is going to be the one that I'm going to continue to LP. Um, I kind of got this idea from one of my friends. Um, Hopefully it works out. But here we go. So, Summon Night's an interesting game. I played around with it a little bit, but one thing that I will say about all of the LPs that I'm doing now is that for the most part, they're blind runs. So they're all going to be completely and totally blind run. The only thing I've done in Summon Night is I played the first 30 minutes of the game. And that was last night just because I wanted to see whether it was something that I even wanted to bother touching. But, yeah. So we're going to pick this chick. Do 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 do. One thing that I liked about this game a lot is it has kind of a quirky sense of humor. Um, and it's just got this feeling to it like it doesn't take itself seriously at all. And that's kind of nice because, best example is, once again, I'm of course, as in Golden Sun, Pokemon, every other game ever invented that's like a childish JRPG, I'm waking up late, you know, for something important. Oh shit. Okay, before I go downstairs, I'm actually going to go over here real quick and grab my entrance ticket because I don't feel like coming back upstairs to get it. It's one thing that I found out about when I was playing last night. Trolled. The one thing I will say is the first episode, and well, really, everything that I've seen so far has a lot of dialogue in this game. I mean, it's very entertaining, but as anyone who's watched any of my previous LPs will know, I'm not really big on reading dialogue to people. So, basically, when there's dialogue, you can take care of reading it yourself. But Ah, cleverly disguised naming. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with the default name for all of these games because, yeah. I work for a craft night. So from what I can tell so far, and it kind of explains it here, craft knights are basically knights, but they make their own weapons. Um, that seems to be the major theme. Is that instead of just being a knight who wields the weapon, they have to actually learn to, make them and everything. Oh shit. Uh, I don't know my mother's name. What the shit? Troll. God. And that's what I'm talking about with this game. It's got an epic sense of humor. I actually played about 30 minutes of this game, ever. I'd heard about it before, and I'd heard good things. So far, from what I've played, it's lived up to it. I don't know whether it's LP worthy, um, just because it seems like something where I would get kind of bored with it, possibly. I mean, the battle system's really strange. Um, Hopefully I'll get to show you the battle system before this video is over. I don't honestly know how long it's going to take um, to get through this story because there's an obscene amount of story at the beginning of this game. And I really don't feel like having this video go over 20 minutes long since I have to be somewhere in an hour. And I still have another video to make, and I don't even honestly. That's the best part about this competition, quote unquote, that I'm doing is that I don't even know what game I'm gonna do after I finish recording the first episode of this. I'm just kind of winging it. Um, I'm kind of thinking that I might do. Well, I don't think all of these are gonna be blind run LPs, but I'm thinking the next game is gonna be something I've played before. Just because, I mean, it's easy to LP something that I've played before. Sweet, I got Father's Charm. Whee! I want my water scooter. So you gotta walk over there and grab the water scooter before you can leave. But basically, the central tower in the heart of the city, but I've never been inside. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, you want to come over here and go like this. And that's why you need your water scooter. Basically, I got to the first boss in this game and died last night. Uh, as ashamed as I am to say it, I kind of got my ass kicked. Um, but the battle system is really strange in this game. Silver Guild. Heh, almost feels like my second home. Yeah, kind of like me and my job. I'm actually at my job more than I'm at my house. while we're here. So this is the main menu. I'm going to show it to you real quick while we're here, just because I don't feel like dealing with it later in the game. You have equipment, so obviously equipment's equipment. It's actually not quite as straightforward. It's swords and things like that that you want to have usually. Um, and you can change that. Support you can't use yet. You don't have any items or magic or weapons or anything. But yeah, this is basically it. Status obviously shows you status. List will list you all the techniques you know or the event items. Um, and suspend game you don't want to touch since I'm assuming you're running this on an emulator. I will say one thing about this game, I really like the music. Um, Even though I think it's overused a little much, like there's not a lot of different tracks, it seems like. Um, so not a terribly huge amount of variety, at least not at the beginning, but keep in mind that is the beginning of the game, so I haven't really gotten out of the first area. I haven't even beaten the first boss yet, but still. Hopefully all of the story in this game doesn't get too boring for you guys, but there's not much I can do about it. And as I said, not really a big fan of talking while there's text on screen. Wow. Talking about the text on screen, so I don't want to ruin it for you. So basically, we are going to be given a key that lets us into the area where we can actually get stuff to make weapons, etc., etc. Oh, and there's monsters in there. So be careful. Don't die. Yay. Okay. Well, now that that's over, we are going to head this way. Do 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 do. Do like the music in this game. Alright, so gonna go into the Silver Guild and I think I'm actually gonna cut it short right here just because I honestly don't feel like continuing. Um, not because I don't like this game, just because I don't really have the time today to put forth like a 40-minute long video. So I will see you guys in the next episode if this one makes the cut, which honestly I think it will. So, alright, well, see you guys later.